Hey guys, Jordan here, and in this video we're going to be talking about flash bracketing, so let's get into it. Alright, so on my channel I talk about real estate photography, or pretty much all things real estate photography, so if that's a topic you're interested in, make sure to subscribe. In this video we're going to be talking about flash. It was a comment from Baby Boomer channel. I made a video about flash or no flash for bracketed shots in real estate photography. He said, or this person said, I like your icon, Batman, that's awesome. You didn't answer the question, what about using flash bracketing in all photos of the bracket? So he's talking about how do you set up for making sure you have flash on every single image of a bracket. So for those that aren't familiar, I'm gonna be talking about the Sony, right? So you have a if you go to your drive mode, there's a continuous bracket setting. You can do 3, 5. Usually what we shoot in is 3.0 EV3 images, right? So that's gonna take a 0, a -3, and a +3 image, right? So if you shoot without a flash, it'll fire, if you have it on continuous bracket, it's gonna fire them all in sequence. It's gonna go 0, -1, +3. You can actually change the sequence as well in the settings. There's a setting for bracket settings, but if you have a camera or have a flash on your Sony camera, it's not a manual one, so let me show you. All right, so here's a couple flash triggers. So this is a newer one. This is from a cheaper lens, and flash. And sometimes a cheaper flash is better for your workflow, what you're trying to do. So this one just has that single pin in the middle, so it's gonna fire boom, boom, boom. It's gonna fire all 3. But for most flashes, the newer ones, so if you see this, it has all these pins at the bottom, so it's connected to your camera, so it can kind of communicate back and forth. It can do more sophisticated things like TTL. It can read the room and know, okay, how much flash should I put out there? So I've modified some of these to take the pins off because I still wanted to use these flashes. So anyways, if your flash trigger has those pins where it's, communicating back and forth with the camera does not go 0, -3, 3. It only does one image. Boom. So if you're using flash, and it's probably a good thing if you're using flash, right? And you want it on every single image, because it's gonna stop. One trigger is gonna be boom, 0. It actually converts it basically from a continuous brackets to a single bracket, basically. Single shot brackets is gonna be single shot 0, single shot -3, single shot +3, to give your flash time to recycle and be able to fire on each of those. That's why it does it one at a time, right? Now, for me, I don't care that all of them or that the window one has a flash, or certain ones, at least that the 0 has a flash, the flash look in the room. That's good enough for me. So if I take those pins off, I know that the flash is at least gonna fire on that 0, and it might not recycle in time for the other ones, but I don't care. But he's saying if he wants it on every single one, that's the way to do it. So it's just gonna be regular, right? Your drive mode can be continuous. You hit the trigger, boom, it's gonna flash once. You wait for your flash to be ready. All right, it's ready. You flash it again, -3 exposure with flash. And then same thing, you wait for your flash to be ready. Maybe it's 1 second, maybe it's 2 seconds, and then you flash again on the third. The problem with that is that from a bracketing standpoint, at least from my workflow perspective, in Lightroom, I like to auto stack by capture time. It makes it easier to capture, or to stack. I can stack a full property, by, stacks of less than 3. So images that are less than 3 seconds, right? So images that were captured within 3 seconds of each other are stacked together. So I'll have a bunch of stacks of 3 automatically, right? Unless you had some outliers, then you might have to manual stack. But if you're doing it in 1, 1, 1, you might have to bring that gap wider to maybe every 10 seconds. And then if you moved your camera and you're shooting another shot within 10 seconds, it might mess up that workflow. So anyways, that's I guess one concern that I would have with doing it that way. But if you're doing it efficiently and not too slow, I could see how that would work. But yeah, continuous bracket, you can do single or continuous. But yeah, That's the stop. So anyways, that's my explanation for how to shoot flash brackets. If you got value out of this video, hit the like button, and we'll see you guys on the next one.